Welcome back to our channel, gamers. Today, we're excited to bring you another episode of Hidden Gems on Nintendo Switch. We've scoured the eShop to find some of the most unique, engaging, and downright fun games you might have overlooked. From indie darlings to unexpected surprises, we've got a lineup that's sure to satisfy your craving for something different. Let's jump right in. Let's start our catalogue with Ikaruga. Ikaruga is a fun and challenging shoot-'em-up game where players control a fighter jet to avoid obstacles and enemies. The game has 5 stages with 3 levels of difficulty and can be played alone or with a friend in cooperative mode. One of the game's unique features is its polarity system, where players can switch their ship's colour between black and white. The ship will absorb bullets of the same colour and store their power for a special attack, but if hit by the opposite colour bullet, the ship will be destroyed. The game has no pickups or power-ups, but players can use a homing laser attack that increases in power for every 10 absorbed enemy bullets. The game's scoring system is based on chaining attacks, earning bonuses for destroying 3 enemy fighters of the same colour in a row. Next up is Unavowed. Unavowed is a point-and-click game that combines classic gameplay with modern elements. Players can choose a male or female character with one of 3 backgrounds, each affecting dialogue and interaction with other characters. The game plays out in an episodic format, with players choosing which site to visit and which characters to bring on each mission. Players must solve puzzles to defend themselves against enemies, with choices and companions affecting dialogue and solutions. Flashbacks of the protagonist's past actions occur during each mission. There is no game over, but mistakes reset the game to the state before the mistake. Moving on to Assault Android Cactus Plus. Assault Android Cactus is an arcade-style twin-stick shooter game set in a sci-fi universe. The game features a unique battery mechanic instead of lives and challenges players to think fast and shoot faster. Players control one of 9 playable androids, each with a distinct playstyle and personality, and face off against refitted robots, transforming stages, and massive bosses. The game includes a 25-stage campaign, Boss Rush, Infinity Drive, Daily Drive, and an all-new Campaign Plus mode with remixed stages for a fresh challenge. It also supports local co-op for up to 4 players, and offers online leaderboards to compare scores with friends in the world. A game from the 3DS era, Mutant Mud's collection for Nintendo Switch includes 3 games: Mutant Mud's Deluxe, Mutant Mud's Super Challenge, and Mud Blocks. Mutant Mud's Deluxe is a 12-bit action platformer with 80 levels where the hero, Max, has to collect water sprites to defeat the Mutant Muds. Mutant Mud's Super Challenge has over 40 levels with new platforming challenges and unique boss fights, and players have to destroy the meteor that spawns the Mutant Muds. Mud Blocks is an explosive puzzler, where players throw water bombs to wash away the rising muddy mutants in block form, alone or in co-op. Next on our list is Velocity 2X. Velocity 2X is an exciting sci-fi game that combines 2 fast-paced gameplay styles into one amazing experience. You play as Lieutenant Kaitana, a former test pilot, who must use her cybernetic modifications and teleportation technology to evade the hostile aliens known as the Vok and save the universe. The game features high-energy space combat, on-foot infiltration of enemy bases, and electrifying neon environments. With over 50 dynamic levels, players can compete with friends on online leaderboards and enjoy daily sprint packs and DLC packs with additional levels to master. Get ready to become a certified badass. Moving on to There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension. The game is a comedic point-and-click adventure where the player is taken on an unexpected journey through various video game universes. The game's narrator insists that there is no game, and the player must solve puzzles and riddles to progress through the story and find their way home. The game features flat and pixelated 3D graphics, a hint system for when the puzzles require thinking outside the box, and surprises such as discovering the top 10 best walls. The game intentionally contains bugs and unexpected moments to keep the player on their toes. Next on our list is Grindstone. In this game, you control George and fight monsters on a grid. George can move in 8 directions and has 3 ability slots that can be filled with unique powers like a bow. You can only attack one colour of monsters at a time, but smashing through 10 monsters will spawn a Grindstone that lets you switch colours and chain together larger combos. Special and boss enemies have more health points and monsters become enraged over time. Each level has a goal, like defeating a certain amount of enemies or fighting a boss, and secondary items like treasure chests to collect. Once you complete the goal, you can choose to leave or continue fighting for more rewards. But the game gets harder, more enemies become enraged, and George can only take 3 hits before losing progress in the level. Moving on to Undernauts, Labyrinth of Yomi. The game is a turn-based RPG where players lead a team of heroes on an expedition through the ruins of an ancient civilization. The game features a unique combat system where players use a combination of attacks and traps to defeat enemies. The heroes can equip various gear and abilities to enhance their combat prowess, and players must strategize to take advantage of enemy weaknesses and position their team effectively. As players progress, they'll encounter puzzles and obstacles that require teamwork and careful planning to overcome. The game also features a branching narrative with multiple endings, based on the choices players make throughout the expedition. Next on our list is ElecHead. ElecHead is a puzzle game set in a dark factory, where players control a small robot named Elec on a mission to bring light back to the world. By touching walls, floors and switches, Elec activates electricity to solve puzzles and navigate through traps. Players can also detach and throw Elec's head to trigger switches remotely, but they must retrieve it within 10 seconds. With simple controls and minimalist graphics, players must use their wits to solve puzzles and discover hidden rooms in this retro-style adventure. ElecHead offers 3 hours of playtime without in-game text or tutorials, making it accessible to players worldwide.
Drink and let me stay up late. Then she started telling me about...
Next up, Wavetale. Wavetale is an action-adventure game set in a submerged city where players surf the waves as Sigrid, a young girl who befriends a mysterious shadow that gives her the power to walk on water. With the help of her cranky grandmother and the shadow, players must save the citizens of the islands by defeating monstrous sea creatures and uncovering hidden secrets. Wavetale features fast-paced gameplay with swinging and speed through open waters, as well as a heartwarming story of loss and reconciliation. Players can also change Sigrid's appearance with collectible hats, hair dyes and outfits, and fill her scrapbook with special drawings to learn more about her world. Moving on to Retro City Rampage DX. In Retro City Rampage DX, travel back to 1989 and experience an open-world crime game like never before. Collect coins by jumping on civilians, steal cars and outrun the law. Complete missions or go on a rampage with weapons, power-ups, and over 50 customizable vehicles. The game includes a story mode, arcade challenges, and an interactive city with shops, minigames, and collectibles. With over 60 story missions, 40 arcade challenges, and 25 weapons, there's plenty of action to be had. Plus, enjoy crossovers and minigames with Minecraft, Super Meat Boy, Bitty Trip, and Epic Mealtime.
Enter a future where crime rules the streets.
Next is Huntdown. Huntdown is a retro-style, action-packed arcade shooter set in a futuristic crime-ridden city. With hand-painted, 16-bit pixel art graphics and hand-drawn animations, you can play solo or with a friend in co-op mode to take down criminals from feral punks to organised crime bosses. Each enemy has their own arsenal of weapons and stomping ground to reclaim, making each level unique. The game features fast-paced gameplay and an epic synthesized soundtrack, giving players a nostalgic experience. Get ready to run, jump, and take cover in the neon-soaked, graffiti-strewn 80s-inspired cityscape of Huntdown.
Everything he owns is made out of metal.
Moving on to Akka. Indulge in gardening inspired by permaculture, with associations and wild animals playing a vital role in Akka. Construct shelters, tools, and decorative items by gathering materials, completing quests, or finding objects. Relax and unwind in hot springs with monkeys, or nap on giant capybaras while gazing at the clouds and listening to the ocean waves. Follow non-linear narrative quests by interacting with diverse characters, from helpful villagers to trapped animals, giant monsters, and ghosts from your past seeking freedom. Next on our catalogue is Melatonin. Immerse yourself in Melatonin, a rhythm game that merges dreams and reality. Harmonise through dreamy levels with unique challenges, vibrant music, and hand-drawn art. Explore the relationship between dreams and real life as you progress through over 20 levels across 5 chapters, unlocking challenge modes and fun level mashups. Create your rhythm game levels with the easy-to-use level editor, or use practice mode and assist features to refine your skills. Experience the game from a new perspective and discover the main character's story. And the last game on our list is Underhero. Discover a unique twist on the hero's journey in Underhero, an RPG platformer. After the chosen hero fails, an unlikely underling of the evil king must take on the role of hero. Use timing-based combat to defeat enemies and quirky bosses as you embark on a side-scrolling adventure across the lush and beautifully designed Chestnut Kingdom. Level up, solve puzzles, and uncover secrets in a world full of friends, foes, and weird inhabitants. Enjoy a satirical storyline with a fantastic original soundtrack composed by Steen van Wakeren. That concludes our episode for the day. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive a notification about the latest game deals and updates. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video.